You ever notice how when something breaks, most people's first reaction is to just toss it and buy a new one? Well, it turns out that the people who choose to repair things instead, they might have a rare kind of mental toughness. Today, we're going to dive into what's called the fixer mindset.
I mean, it really boils down to two kinds of people, right? You've got the replacer who sees one little crack and just thinks, well, that's trash. But then you have the fixer. They see that exact same crack and their first instinct is to grab the toolbox. This isn't just about being good with your hands. It's a completely different way of seeing the world and your role in it.
So what is really going on here? We're looking at a tale of two very different instincts. One is all about convenience, what's easy. The other comes from somewhere way deeper. What is it that drives a person to instinctively choose to fix what's broken?
Now, the easy answer is, they're just trying to save a buck. And sure, being frugal can definitely be part of it, but more often than not, the choice to repair is a sign of a really powerful psychological trait that goes way, way beyond the price tag.
So let's peel back the first layer, okay? A lot of the time, this instinct is rooted in what you could call a survival mindset. It's a special kind of resilience that often gets passed down through generations.
Just think about it for a second. This is a trait that comes from generations who couldn't just hop on Google for a tutorial or order a replacement part with one click. No way. They were forced to figure things out for themselves, to be resourceful, and to make things last. They had to grow a backbone because, honestly, there was no other choice.
And this is where a generational habit starts to become a core piece of someone's psychology. It's all about a profound sense of self-reliance, this deep-down belief that when things get messy, the help you're looking for, well, it's you.
People with this fixer mindset, they tend to share a few core traits. They don't run away from problems. They've learned how to sit with that uncomfortable feeling of not having an easy answer. They get that real growth is quiet, that it happens when you just push through the hard days. They've got this kind of flexibility. They can bend under pressure without totally shattering.
This quote just illustrates the perspective perfectly. Where some people see rust and decay and think, time to give up, the fixer sees a history, a story that's worth preserving. That rust isn't the end of the line. It's just a chapter that needs a little care to keep the whole story going. It's a really beautiful way to look at flaws, not as failures, but just as part of the journey.
But even that isn't the whole story. The practical skills, the resilient attitude, those are huge. But the real core reason you might refuse to let something go is actually even deeper and more fundamental.
And this brings us to the core reveal. It's all about a powerful, basic human drive for what psychologists call autonomy. It's that need to feel like you're the captain of your own ship.
And hey, believe it or not, this is a well-studied idea in psychology. It's called self-determination theory. And what it says is that our deepest sense of well-being doesn't really come from external stuff, like praise or money. It comes from fulfilling our core needs to feel in control of our own lives, that's autonomy, and to feel like we're capable, that's competence.
The act of fixing something, it feeds these two pillars of satisfaction perfectly. First, by repairing something yourself, you are proving in a very real, tangible way that you can handle life's challenges on your own. That's your autonomy right there. And second, the satisfaction you get, it comes from solving a real-world puzzle, not from getting a bunch of likes or applause. It's this deep inner validation of your own skills.
And over time, doing this builds a very special kind of self-assurance. It's not loud or showy, it's a calm confidence. It's the kind of confidence that you can only get from being truly tested by a real challenge and coming out on the other side. It's something you earn.
So why does any of this matter? Well, understanding this mindset can really help you figure out your own place in a world that, let's be honest, seems more and more disposable every single day.
So I have to ask, does this sound like you? Do you ever feel like you're the only one left holding the glue and screws while everyone else is already out shopping for something new? If you do, now you know why. It's not because you're old-fashioned. It's because you are wired for a much deeper kind of satisfaction.
And I just want to leave you with this final thought. In a world that puts all of us under a ton of pressure, some people are going to break. That's inevitable. But others, the fixers, they don't just endure it. They're the ones who learn how to put things back together. And maybe, just maybe, they're the ones who learn how to fix the world.